It was a bright and sunny morning in the Mushroom Kingdom. The sky was a brilliant blue, and the sun cast a warm golden glow over the vibrant landscape. Birds chirped merrily, and the air was filled with the scent of blooming flowers. It was the kind of morning that made everyone feel alive and ready for adventure. Mario was munching on a plate of spaghetti. He twirled the pasta around his fork with practiced ease, savoring each bite. The rich aroma of the tomato sauce filled the air, making his mouth water. Mario loved starting his day with a hearty meal, and spaghetti was his favorite. Luigi was watering his prized piranha plant. He hummed a cheerful tune as he carefully poured water into the pot, making sure not to overdo it. The plant's leaves glistened with droplets, and it seemed to perk up under Luigi's attentive care. Gardening was Luigi's way of relaxing and connecting with nature. Princess Peach was sipping tea and reading a book. She sat in a cozy nook of the castle garden, surrounded by fragrant roses and fluttering butterflies. The book she was reading was an old fairy tale, filled with stories of magic and adventure. Peach loved losing herself in these tales, dreaming of far-off lands and heroic deeds. Suddenly, a messenger owl flew in. Its wings flapped gracefully as it soared through the sky, heading straight for the castle. The owl was a majestic creature, with feathers that shimmered in the sunlight. It carried an important message, and its arrival was always a sign of something significant. The owl carried a tiny envelope sealed with a red wax stamp. The seal bore the emblem of the Crystal Rainbow Festival, a symbol of joy and celebration. The envelope itself was made of fine parchment, and it looked like it contained something very special.
It's an invitation to the Crystal Rainbow Festival. The owl dropped the envelope into Peach's hands, and she quickly opened it. Inside was a beautifully crafted invitation, adorned with colorful illustrations of the festival's attractions.
She exclaimed. Mario swallowed his spaghetti. He looked up, his eyes wide with curiosity. The Crystal Rainbow Festival was a legendary event, known for its magical displays and enchanting atmosphere.
Wow, that sounds amazing. Peach's eyes sparkled with excitement. She had always wanted to attend the festival, and now it seemed like her dream was about to come true.
He said. Luigi's eyes widened. He had heard stories about the festival from his grandfather, who had attended it many years ago. The tales of the Crystal Rainbow Festival were filled with wonder and magic, and Luigi had always hoped to see it for himself one day.
The Crystal Rainbow Festival? I've heard legends about it. Luigi's voice was filled with awe. He could hardly believe that they had been invited to such a prestigious event.
He said. Mario nodded in agreement. He had heard the same legends, and was just as eager to experience the festival's wonders. The invitation described a magical land filled with dazzling lights and colorful creatures. There would be parades, music, and games, all set against the backdrop of a breathtakingly beautiful landscape. The festival promised to be an unforgettable experience, full of joy and enchantment. The friends decided to go on an adventure to experience this wondrous festival. They packed their bags with everything they might need for the journey, including snacks, maps, and their favorite trinkets. As they set off, their hearts were filled with anticipation and excitement. The road ahead was long, but they knew that the destination would be worth every step. Together, they would make memories that would last a lifetime, and the Crystal Rainbow Festival would be the highlight of their adventures. Mario grabbed his trusty cap. Luigi made sure he had his flashlight handy. Princess Peach packed a picnic basket full of delicious treats. They set off towards the sparkling springs, the starting point of their journey. The sun shone brightly on their faces as they walked. Birds chirped cheerfully in the trees. A gentle breeze rustled the leaves. Everything seemed perfect for an adventure. Their first challenge was to cross the Whispering Woods. The woods were dark and mysterious. Strange sounds echoed through the trees.
Do you hear that?
Whispered Mario. Gripping his cap tightly, Luigi jumped, shining his flashlight around nervously.
I think it's just the wind,
said Princess Peach, trying to sound brave. Suddenly, a group of shy boos appeared. They giggled and floated around the trio, making spooky noises. Luigi screamed and hid behind Mario. After surviving the Whispering Woods, the friends arrived at a fork in the road. The journey had been long and arduous, filled with unexpected challenges and mysterious creatures. They were relieved to have made it this far, but now they faced a new dilemma. One path was paved with golden bricks. It shimmered in the sunlight, looking almost magical. The golden bricks seemed to promise a safe and easy journey ahead, free from the perils they had encountered so far. The other was a muddy trail covered in mushrooms. The path looked treacherous, with large, ominous mushrooms sprouting from the ground. It was dark and damp, and the air was filled with the earthy smell of wet soil.
Which way should we go? Mario asked, his voice tinged with uncertainty. The decision was not an easy one, and the stakes were high.
Asked Mario, scratching his head. He looked at his friends, hoping someone would have a clear answer. Luigi pulled out a map. He had been the navigator of the group, always keeping track of their route and ensuring they stayed on course.
The map doesn't say, Luigi exclaimed, frustration evident in his voice. The map, which had been their guide through the whispering woods, offered no clues about which path to take now.
He exclaimed. The friends exchanged worried glances, realizing they would have to make this decision on their own. Princess Peach studied the paths carefully. She was known for her wisdom and often had a keen sense of direction. She hoped to find some sign or clue that would guide them.
This is tricky, Peach said, her brow furrowed in concentration. She weighed the pros and cons of each path, trying to determine which one would be the safest and quickest route to their destination.
She said. The group stood in silence, each lost in their thoughts, contemplating the best course of action. They decided to play rock, paper, scissors to decide which path to take. Mario threw a rock, Luigi threw scissors, Princess Peach threw paper. Paper covers rock. The game was simple, but it provided a fair way to make their decision. They decided to take the golden brick path. With their decision made, they set off with renewed determination, hoping the golden bricks would lead them to safety and success. The path ahead was still uncertain, but they were ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead together. The golden brick path led to a wide, raging river.
Oh no, how do we cross this?
Cried Luigi.
Don't worry, Luigi, I have an idea.
Mario and Luigi found a sturdy vine hanging from a tree. They swung across the river one by one, with Princess Peach holding onto Mario's back.
We did it!
Cheered Princess Peach, safely on the other side. They had crossed the river thanks to their teamwork. Next, they entered the mushroom forest. Giant mushrooms of all shapes and colors surrounded them. The air was filled with the sweet smell of candy.
I couldn't resist taking a bite out of a giant red mushroom.
He started bouncing uncontrollably. It tickled.
Whoa, this is crazy!
Mario started bouncing too. They were like two bouncy balls, bumping into each other and laughing.
Oh my, look at you two. This is the most fun adventure ever.
Haha, I agree.
Exclaimed Mario between bounces. After the mushroom forest, they had to cross a narrow bridge guarded by a grumpy Chain Chomp.
Grr, no one crosses my bridge.
He barked.
Excuse me, kind sir. We are on our way to the Crystal Rainbow Festival. Can you please let us pass?
The Chain Chomp grumbled, but moved aside. He couldn't say no to Princess Peach's charm. They had finally reached their destination. After a long and arduous journey filled with challenges and adventures, Mario, Luigi, and Princess Peach stood at the entrance of the Crystal Rainbow Festival. The anticipation had been building for days, and now the moment had arrived. They could hardly contain their excitement as they took in the vibrant scene before them. The Crystal Rainbow Festival was even more spectacular than they imagined. The decorations were a dazzling array of colors, with crystals reflecting the sunlight and creating a mesmerizing rainbow effect. Everywhere they looked, there were vibrant hues and intricate designs that made the festival feel like a magical wonderland. Brilliant lights shimmered and danced in the sky. Music filled the air, creating an atmosphere of pure joy and celebration. The melodies were enchanting, and they seemed to float on the breeze, inviting everyone to join in the festivities. It was a symphony of sights and sounds that captivated the senses. Friendly creatures greeted them with open arms. These adorable beings, with their bright eyes and cheerful smiles, made the trio feel instantly at home. They were offered garlands of flowers and delicious treats, a warm welcome that set the tone for the rest of the day.
Wow! Look at all these rides and games, Mario exclaimed, his eyes wide with wonder. There were towering roller coasters, spinning teacups, and a myriad of carnival games that promised endless fun. It was a paradise for thrill seekers and game enthusiasts alike.
Let's go ride the roller coasters, Luigi shouted, his excitement palpable. The group quickly made their way to the nearest ride, their laughter and chatter blending with the sounds of the festival.
Mario, Luigi, and Princess Peach spent the day riding roller coasters, playing games, and enjoying delicious food. They screamed with delight as they zoomed down steep drops and looped through the air. They tested their skills at various games, winning prizes and sharing in each other's victories. The food stalls offered a variety of treats, from cotton candy to savory snacks, and they indulged in everything the festival had to offer.
Hey guys, come watch the fireworks with us, Princess Peach called out, gathering everyone together. As the sun began to set, the anticipation for the evening's grand finale grew.
They watched in awe as a dazzling display of fireworks lit up the night sky. The explosions of color and light were breathtaking, each burst more spectacular than the last. The sky was a canvas of brilliant hues, and the crowd's collective gasps and cheers added to the magic of the moment. It was the perfect end to an unforgettable adventure. As the final fireworks faded, Mario, Luigi, and Princess Peach looked at each other with smiles of pure joy. They had made memories that would last a lifetime, and the bonds of their friendship had grown even stronger. The Crystal Rainbow Festival had been everything they hoped for and more, a triumphant return that they would cherish forever. As they journeyed back home, they talked and laughed about their adventure.
We faced so many challenges,
But we overcame them together.
and that's what matters most.
They knew their friendship could overcome any obstacle. They learned that with teamwork and a positive attitude, anything is possible. And they returned home with hearts full of joy and memories to last a lifetime.